What's up, YouTube? So in this video, I'm gonna be talking about Mekhi Becton, offensive lineman at Louisville. He primarily plays tackle, but I could see someone wanting to put him at guard just because of how big he is. He's 6'7" and 364 pounds, according to his measurables at the combine. This dude is massive, but um, despite him being that big, he actually moves pretty well. His feet are actually pretty solid. Um, the only thing about him is he's kind of raw. Um, he does know how to move people just because of how big and strong he is. He's super powerful. He kind of just like, honestly, just kind of pushes people out of the way, just pancakes them pretty much. But like I said, he is very raw. He needs a lot of coaching, in my opinion. Um, his hand placement's not really that great. He needs to get his hands inside a lot more. Um, he doesn't really bend his knees too well, um, and get low, get his hat level. Well, he's also 6'7", so that's kind of hard, but he does need to work on that a little bit. Um, he doesn't really have any preferred technique. You can see that he's just out muscling people. Um, he, my favorite feature of this dude is just his ability to whoop people's ass, pretty much. Because one thing you definitely get from him is he is going to kick your ass the whole game. Um, I mean, his bench press, he only ended up benching 23 at the combine, but he is much stronger on tape. Um, he's got some pretty long arms too, but he needs to learn how to use them a little bit better because he kind of lets people get to him first. And he could really use those long arms and the power he has to strike out and hit them in the chest before they can get in, and he'll pretty much lock them up if he does that. Um, one thing I noticed too, and it's kind of good to see, because like I said, he does move well. And for someone who's as big as he is, most offensive linemen that you see being as big as him, they tend to pound their feet real bad when they're moving. He doesn't do that. And that's a really good thing because that really helps your mobility and is better on your ankles as well. To be honest, um, so that's something I noticed pretty well for someone being his size. He moves pretty nimbly. Um, and the last thing I kind of want to talk about is he plays tackle right now, and I think he would be a pretty good tackle. But there is a possibility of someone moving him to guard. I'd probably keep him at tackle though, to be honest, just because tackles are so rare. And like I've said, he is a very raw player, but he has so much potential. He's got so much power, size, length. He moves really well, especially for his size. If you can get him with a good offensive line coach, you've got a lot to work with here. And he's not bad even to start with. Um, if he can just maul people in the beginning, and you kind of just work on his other stuff later, that's fine. Especially if he goes to somewhere like Tennessee where they do mostly power run stuff anyway. He'd be fantastic. But anyway, I think that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, I'd appreciate you hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, leave in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.